Hi Taurus, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Taurus Tarot reading. Taurus Love Tarot. Love Tarot reading. Channeled love messages, a reading where we're going into their feelings for you, thoughts, intentions, what you might need to hear or don't see coming. Is anyone making a move? Let's take a deep dive and see who and what is coming through, Taurus. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Taurus today. Please show us the cards, Aho. Interesting. Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. Already there. Something about to change. There's definitely some conflicting energies that are here. There's hurt that is here. Look at the two socks in our Five of Pentacles today. This is an energy of loss. One of them has a hole in the top, as you can see. The other has a hole in the sock or the big toe. Very painful, that particular hole in the sock. Somebody who's been worried. There's some kind of a break or pause. Maybe it's even more for you. But it's also somebody who's getting over what feels a lot like pride, but it could be a lot of other things here. And the Five of Wands in reverse to come back in here. So whether that's just to break a silence or it's a complete coming in energy, you know, if you are not seeing each other, like if you're in a no contact, no communication, and or in separation. The Empress is here. This is you, Taurus. This is you. Yeah, as somebody coming in here finally to talk, is somebody ready to talk? Feels like it, and I'm wondering what else they might be ready for. There is an emotional availability and openness that's coming through. Of course, Taurus, your energy, Libra, you share Venus, you. And that energy of the Empress, you know, around growth, can create just about anything. Our leader of all 12 star signs. Yeah, something's going on here. Something is about to change. Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. And whoa, what just happened? It came flying out. Okay, and I'm picking it up in this energy. It is the Nine of Cups and it's in the upright. Nine of Pentacles, things coming to fruition, commitment. And what I wanted to say is, number one, it's where their energy is really strong for me at the Tarot Closet. Number two, look at the messenger who's, the bird is like flying into this birdhouse kind of energy. There's definitely a coming back energy. So again, it's like ready to talk about it or ready to break a silence or a separation. I mean, that's really going to be specific for you. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment energy. The Sun is here. Leo, Source, a new beginning. Potential for things to work out. It's a card that I really like. What's going on? There's this kind of an interesting energy, the way they're coming in here. That's what it is. Okay, I saw it. The Four of Swords is in reverse. The Four of Wands is in the upright. Wow. Is this around for some of you, somebody's readiness to talk about it or be ready for marriage, family energy? It's going to be very specific to you, but I got to tell you, Taurus, all the energy, it is here. This can be a marriage card for me. It definitely has that energy today. It's connecting with our Nine of Pentacles, Virgo and Mercury, Four of Wands, Venus and Aries. And of course, the Empress can definitely be around a specific level of commitment. The Wheel of Fortune is here. This is really super validating. Wow. You're in this energy, Taurus, as well as Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And it's definitely a turning point. I feel like everybody's getting out of the Hermit energy, but also around this person. going into the Hermit to get clarity, figure some things out, you go into the Wheel of Fortune when you come out. And that's a turning point. It's Jupiter energy, the planet of prosperity and expansion and growth. They have something to say that you want to hear. This is definitely somebody who's ready to talk and who's ready. It's also somebody who has either been running from that conversation, look, Seven of Swords, running from it, but it's also feeling like, wow, that it's perhaps a pretty intense conversation. Like, this is what I want. This is what we talked about, or this is where we were. Where are you at? Because I know what I want. So it has that energy before you get into the Seven of Swords of the Six of Swords. The possibility of moving on. So this is who is coming through here. And by the way, I want to validate for those of you that it's around platonic and or physical and you're wanting to know more. Oh my gosh, the Ten of Cups. Here with another quite positive card for you today in the Sun in the upright. The Ten of Cups, life together. Had you built it? Were you building it? Wasn't on the table. It's coming in here. It is coming in. Marriage, moving in, family energy. What is it? Because it's here. And that's what I wanted to continue validating. If this is around platonic and or physical, and you're wanting to know how somebody feels or how they see the future, it's definitely being revealed here. I mean, it's just not even a question for me. Yeah, this is quite literally what this person has to say. You really want to hear, and it's coming in fast and it's changing things. It's the Eight of Wands. Mercury and Sagittarius energy. As you could see with our Eight of Wands today, it's like being on a road. It's moving pretty fast. That could be literal. And whether you can see each other at a wedding, at the gathering with community, or you're already around each other, or there's a possibility that is here. Because it's here, but it could also be around how you normally communicate, if it's by phone or SMS messages, or through the phone, like social media, through the phone, whatever. Wish fulfillment is definitely here. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. This return coming, somebody, I feel like things have been conflicted, you know what I mean? And also around this person, but that's definitely changing. Like, they're ready to talk about it. They're ready to talk about it. They're ready, again, for everything here. Knight of Swords is here. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. And this is the thing, the Swords, the fastest energy around clarity in the relationship. Communication, truth. Our Knight on the move here, literally can't get here to say this to you fast enough. And as I say that, the Chariot is here. Wow, gotta say, this is really validating Taurus. The Moon in Cancer energy, and that's the thing, around any emotional blocks, so fear of that, of revealing true feelings, or fear of talking about the future, or fear of, again, a particular level of commitment, the emotional blocks, it's like overcoming them. And also taking this action, which for some of you could quite literally include an actual drive or a journey, you know. Not necessarily the case for everybody. But there's movement. There's definitely movement. There's communication. And yeah, again, I feel like it could be, I want to bring in what's coming in, okay? Not that it could, but it does feel like there is still some conflicting energy because of whatever has already been going on. So it's sort of like, it's not necessarily a make or break conversation, I feel it is, but it feels like it's not as delicate as that. However, there's a potential for that because it feels somehow it feels really solid too. This is somebody who has gotten over those fears, those blocks. Could be literal too for some of you around distance, or somebody that would need to change something in their life, including a relocation. Now that's a really specific message that was coming in, but it did come in for someone. That's it. The bottom of the deck, the Star. All roads lead back to you, Taurus, literally. Also, this renewal, clarity, this is the thing. It's over here where their energy is really strong. It's somebody who has the inner clarity. It's somebody who's clear now. They know. And has anything gone on in the tower for some of you, you know? Some conflicting energy around things. Because it does feel kind of tense, you know? Either way, the healing energy of this star, the renewal, and the clarity that's coming around this person is extreme. Pun intended, is extremely clear. Yeah. And there it is, the World card. Also here in the upright. My gosh. You're also in this energy, Taurus. Somebody's ready. We're getting out of this cycle. Obstacles cleared. Somebody has learned their lesson. And here's the thing. We move from the World card into the Fool. A new path. Completing the picture. So getting out of the cycle of the World card, which again is really strong that for some of you it can include literal travel, but it can also be around jobs or money. Again, the distance coming through other people, romantic or otherwise. They're ready to have the talk for sure. I mean, that's the other thing. Completing the picture. So whether that is talking about marriage, family energy, it's making life-changing decisions. Something has changed around this person, I feel. Also really reflective here with our monarch butterflies. But the other thing about the butterflies are they wait until storms pass, winds die down. And that's connecting really strongly for me with this conversation, with the communication here. So whatever the conflicting energy has been, it's like coming out of that. Higher self, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands. Interesting, because it is connecting with what this person has been not being honest about or running from. This also, again, like the fear around having this intense conversation. And the Page of Wands, like, I'm going to do this, like trying to figure it out, though. It can be kind of an immature energy. What I do like is they're coming in higher self energy. And it's here also with the Knight of Cups. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords all here in the upright. Feelings about, again, marriage. A lot of emotional energy. And again, we could be looking even at that energy around proposals. That's very specific, but it's here. So what has been going on, the Ten of Swords, is in reverse. But our first cards coming in are the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. It's been really clear to me, Seven of Swords is here, that there has been conflict and conversations that haven't gone well, and maybe a lot of things that are not said. This is an apology around that. The Two of Wands is here. The person that you're waiting on. Really connecting strongly to the World card for me. Making life-changing decisions. So whether that's very specific to marriage, which I have to say is here, or a family energy, moving in, whatever that is for you, it is totally here. Like somebody's pushing through, I would say, like past the emotional blocks and whatever blocks are here in the World card. So what is that? Money, distance, the Five of Cups. Yeah, somebody has regret. The person here has regret for how things have been and how things were left. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse, Five of Cups in the upright. You know what that is? 555. That's an energy of, like, it's a transformational energy, change is near. A new path is emerging, and it's connecting directly here with the World card with our butterflies. So this conversation does feel intense, but it's loaded with very a positive energy and high possibilities here, but it does feel intense. Whoa. The last tarot coming in is the Two of Cups. Yeah. So feelings, obviously, I love you. Can be around marriage. Most definitely, again, even a proposal here. What decision have you been waiting for them to make? What life-changing decision? What has been going on? There's clearly an apology around the conflict that has already been here, but this is going way, way, way beyond that. Taurus. Wow. I want to bring in some channeled love messages. That's Venus in Cancer energy, by the way. They have pinkies together. Look, there's like a pinky promise energy. Somebody's ready. Ready to talk. Ready for the life-changing decisions that previously was not. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. That's what I wanted to say. Love messages from your person, from their higher self. The bottom of the deck, you have changed me for the better. Also, I just want to remind you, if you are hearing, seeing, or suspecting my content in any way, shape, or form, anywhere but here at the Tarot Closet, on my verified channel on YouTube, it means somebody is stealing it. Keep those emails coming to let me know so we can check it out. It's in my video description and always on the About Me page. Thank you to those of you that have already been messaging, and thank you ahead of time. Emotional. I talked to my friends about you. Oh, that's interesting. I don't feel good enough for you. Our meeting was no accident. That is the Wheel of Fortune energy, which is here. Also the star, fate, like we met for a reason. I'm building up the courage to contact you. So for some of you, you might not even be around each other. I feel like a lot of you might be, but it's a specific conversation, and that's really a lot of what's been coming through here today. So again, whether communication is complicated or you're not talking at all, they're definitely, look, it's here on higher self, making these plans. So here's connecting to the apology. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry for how I left things, leaving you feeling like I didn't love you, because I do. I'm so sorry. Wow. This was a message that already came through today, and here it is. Every road leads back to you, Taurus. Like meant to be energy. Here we go. We are a fated connection. Guides are out in full force today. Once again, we met for a reason. I am so sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you. This has hit me hard. Wow, I'm so sorry I lied to you. I stay awake thinking of you. You are my other half, Taurus. And I love you. Let's bring in some little Tarot Closet channeled love messages. From their higher self, which is really validating today here, the bottom of the deck. Give me time. Please forgive me. I care too much what people think. It's interesting. It kind of feels like it's connected, but don't ever change. So, yeah, I feel like that's connected. We belong together. My heart is yours. Here on the Two of Cups. Wow, this is also really telling. I'm sorry I ran. What is that about? It's on the Seven of Swords. It was me, not you. And the last channeled love message, Taurus. You are the love of my life. You are the love of my life, Taurus. This was a very clear reading. They're ready for this conversation, Taurus. I kind of feel like they're ready for everything, and that's going to be specific for you. Beautiful Taurus, thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet. I look forward to seeing you next time.